Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick here from the Mental Breakdown channel, and here we are again. I want to talk about Deion Sanders. I see more has unfolded in that situation. If you didn't see my previous video, I talked about, was he wrong? I'm an HBCU athlete. I've been there, done that, so I have a pretty unique perspective. I also work with the world's top performers, especially athletes, so I can see that side too, and I also run my own business, so I get the money side. But new news has come out suggesting that he has been robbed from his own possessions. As being a coach, that's pretty bad in general, but let alone the coach. He also saw there was mismanagement of funds. So there was a lot of things that are allegedly going on behind the scenes that we didn't know about, but not saying this is the reason he left. But the backlash is still coming out saying that he did the HBCU community in general, not just JSU, but HBCU community in general, wrong. And I see a lot of people split kind of down the middle. Me personally, I don't think he did anything wrong. I'm gonna stick with that. On my last video, I talked about discrepancies in black athletes in predominantly white institutions versus HBCUs, and there's definitely a difference there. And all in all, we got to make it better ourselves, let alone putting on the weight of one man's shoulders. But basically, I don't think he did anything wrong, because at the end of the day, it's a business, and not just in the sense of making money, but when a coach comes recruit you, I can say this, I've been recruited by some of the biggest D1 schools as well as some smaller schools. So I've seen both sides. I wasn't a highly touted athlete, but I was sought after to some extent. So I've seen how they'll come and talk to you, and the name of the game is get the best personnel. In that case, for me, it was me being a player on their team, but it also can mean coaching staff, can also mean the best facilities. So all this makes a decision when you're in charge of a team. You got to make sure you got the best people, the best facilities, the best settings, so you can do what you need to do. Now, with that being said, on the other side of that spectrum, I look at it as a businessman. I got to make money to make my business grow, but I only can do that if I'm generating more revenue. And at the end of the day, if an opportunity comes along to elevate my revenue, I probably should take it. Because if we put this in a different scenario, let's say you at your job, if another company that, let's say, is in the same exact field, offers all the same benefits, but offers you a better opportunity, whether it be location, whether it be time, less time working, but the same money, or less time working and more money, or equal time working and more money, or just more money outright. However you want to spin it, you're getting more from it. Most of the times we go to those jobs, but why is it that since it's Deion Sanders, one of the top players in the NFL, and now a notable coach in the HBCU realm, he's getting flack because he did make promises. I get that. I mentioned that in my previous video. He did say he wanted to change the narrative, the culture, and I think he did that. Was it as long as most people preferred? Probably not. But would there be a number that really would make you guys who disagree with him leaving satisfied? Was 4 years enough? 5 years? Or should he have done it till he pretty much couldn't work anymore? Is there really an answer to that? I don't really think there is. I'm not trying to make it a rhetorical question, but is there really an answer to how long would have been sufficient so people wouldn't have gave him any backlash? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, he's kind of sold out. He went to the PWI. And it's like, at the end of the day, if he's a coach, he gets a better opportunity, so be it. Was Jackson State a stepping stone? Sure, but isn't that most people experience? Me personally, I did numerous internships working under some of the top sport performance agencies, the top psychologists, and I was just doing it so I could get experience or get my foot in the door, get my name bigger. And guess what? Better opportunities came and I had to leave, or vice versa. They didn't need me anymore and I had gotten kicked out or let go or whatever reason. That could have happened too. And as a coach, in football especially, high turnover rates. So can you really get mad the fact that he left, regardless of if you think it was for the culture, HBCUs, or just football in general? End of the day, that's how the game goes. It's a business, and the next man comes and goes. It's every day. But since I guess we put more magnitude to his name, like I talk about athletic identity in a lot of my videos, but in this case, it wouldn't be athletic identity, but it'd be more like your business identity as a coach or a leader. And his identity as a leader is prime time, right? That's his persona Deion made. So we hold him to a different regard. I get that. So I know this wouldn't have been as big if it was a lesser known NFL player, even if it was just a regular coach at HBCU just made the same promises. It's the fact that his name carries so much weight and they understand the magnitude of what he does. Because already at Colorado, ticket sales have gone up. Jersey sales have gone up, and it hasn't been a single down played with him as their coach. So he does have power, but that goes back to the point. Money, brand. Deion Sanders, primetime is a brand. Wherever he goes, it's going to get uplifted. Now, Jackson State doesn't have any more. He took some recruits. That's the name of the game. I'll definitely get mad at that, because why wouldn't you not take your best personnel? That doesn't make sense. Would you want to make a team with the worst people or the best people? Don't just think sports. Think anything you do in life. Would you want the best people on your team or the worst? Think about that for a second. Okay, then. So don't beat this guy up over your opinion of what he should have done, because at the end of the day, if you want something done for the HBCU community, you do it. You do it. With that being said, though, I am starting an initiative. It's called A Dream Preferred. So I'm going to leave the link below in the comments. If you're interested in finding out more about this is how I'm going to bring my mental training services to every HBCU. There's 83 of them, and only 2 record that they have a psychologist or a mental health professional on staff. That's 2 out of 83. It's about 2% of schools, HBCU schools that is, that don't have on-site mental health just for the athletics. Now, compared to the PWIs and NCAA Division I, it's about 50%. So 2% for HBCUs, 50% for PWIs. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave the link below. Contact me and I can show you how you can get involved in the Dream Preferred program so I can get their minds right with my business Mind Body One. So thanks guys for tuning in. As always, get your mind right.